Hey.
I've done this because our first townhome was $300,000, and we saved up and we put, I think it was, 40% down on that and paid the rest off quickly. I think you're going to be in the same boat. So if you liquidate this, you might have some capital gains, of course. Use some of the cash. Leave your emergency fund separate. And then if you could put down 50%, that'd be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the reality that your wife is going to get a job. So finding on average what you think she's probably going to make, I would add that to the equation because what kind of line of work is she in?
Well, she's got a master's in education, but we've decided for various reasons she's not going to go back to teaching in like a middle school. She is looking at a local university at UT, possibly working there or some other companies in town, just wanting to help people do the work that they love. So she's very much a supporting role kind of person when it comes to work. Not necessarily exactly the job. It doesn't really matter too much. It's just who she's able to help is what's really important to her.
Okay, but she will be working is my point. So I do think on average, because I would add that in, because it's going to take you guys a while to find the house, go through all the process and it's not like you're going to have this money by tomorrow. So it's going to give her enough time to find a job. And while you guys are looking. So yeah, I think you're in a great position, and I would take some of that money out of a mutual fund for sure for a down payment.
Okay, gotcha. And then I do have one quick follow-up question. How much cash would you all recommend staying liquid? I heard that in the 6 months or so after you get a house, it's going to be repairs, like $1,000 a month is a good estimate. And we also want to have enough to pay cash for a car if one of our two older cars goes out.
I would just create a sinking fund. You don't need to, park 20 grand just for that. I would just start a sinking fund where every month you put away, $100, $200 to start covering some of that. Maybe the car becomes a $500 sinking fund, and 12 months from now you got $6 grand. So you just add what's right for you guys and your family when this car might kick the bucket or when you want to upgrade. But I think sinking funds are the easier way to do that. So I wouldn't be too concerned about, oh my gosh, this house is going to cost us $50 grand right after we move in.
Yeah, and if you need additional money, that's what the emergency fund is.
7-11.
That you can use, Isaac. Some people. Sounds like you're like, how can I not use this, right? That's the game people play.
Exactly.
Well, you need it, that's why it's there.
At all costs.
Yeah, I know.
Your savings muscle is incredible, and so the hard part for you is just letting go of that and actually using it for your future goals.
Yeah. I think
you guys,
7:30.
Younger you are.
It's 7-11.
I'm 26 and she's 25.
You guys are unicorns. You're going to build so much wealth. I'm not concerned about letting go of these investments because you're going to build it right back up. And guess what? In a few years, you're not going to have a house payment. I can tell you're the kind of guy who's going to knock out this mortgage. You're going to replace that mortgage payment with investing, and before you know it, you'll have another $100 grand saved up.
All right.
So way to go, man. Thanks for the call.
Cool beans, guys. Yeah, thanks for the time.
Love a Vols fan, Rachel.
Well, they're all smart.
They're doing it out there.
They're all smart,
Oh,
you cheer for the right team. You have wisdom. Wisdom everywhere. Mm-hmm.
Spoken like a diehard Vols. Wow.
That is good, though. But I think it's a good point you made. And when you're putting money away, especially this is non-retirement, right? So if he's talking about 401k, Roth, 403bs, in that world, we would say, no, we do not cash out retirement. But these investments that are not retirement, but are, whether you're out there and you have company stock or single stocks, mutual funds, using that money towards something that's going to continue to up your net worth and up your quality of life, which is a down payment. And almost, a house, I feel like, is a great asset. And this is why we always say to pay it off. Don't just leave, if you have money to pay off your house and you're in baby step 6, do it because it's like assured that your money's going to something worthwhile.
It's a forced savings plan with
right.
a kind of guaranteed rate of return. But once you get that paid off, that's an amazing feeling where you now have the margin to do even more wealth building. And so I think the hard part for a go-getter like our friend Isaac is, I just want to keep saving, I don't want to let it go. But guess what? On the net worth statement, nothing changed. That's right. You just move the money from here to a different house.
Yeah,
and it's hard because you don't see the number going up like you did with your investments. But what you do have is a lot of peace when that mortgage payment is such a small part of your world because you put 50% down.
Yes.
And you took on a reasonable mortgage. What most people do is say, I don't want to touch the investments. I'll take the whole thing out in the mortgage and I'll be fine. And the mom wants to stay home and they go, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. That $2,000, $3,000 mortgage payment now feels like it's too much.
Feels like a lot, yeah. And which is smart that they were even talking about, you can't control everything in the future, right? So there's things that you have to make decisions on today that are wise. So her knowing that she'll probably get a house, right? But even the fam, so they're like, well, should we like wait till we start a family, all of this, right? But if you're in the market to buy, now it's time because prices are only going to continue to go up.
Yeah, if you're out of debt, you got the emergency fund, you got the pile of cash for that down payment, don't sit around because guess what? The Fed rates are going to go down, home prices could go up, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, I should have bought.
Yep.
I should have bought. Don't try to time the market. This is The Ramsey Show.
I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that people have started buying life insurance to protect their families at levels not seen since the 1980s. The bad news is many of them are still buying crappy cash value type plans. I don't care what you call them. Whole life, universal, variable, adjustable, flexible. They're nothing but a waste of your money. Don't be confused and let someone sell you a plan that sounds better than it really is. Look, term life is the only way to go. Rates are back to all-time lows, and the process to apply is easier than ever, with many companies no longer requiring exams. You need to protect your family and use your money for much smarter things than investing in a rip-off cash value insurance policy. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282 and just compare pricing. You'll see why these are the only plans I recommend. Take care of your family and do it in a smarter way.
When you go against what society thinks is, quote, normal, it might feel weird, and that's okay. That means you're doing things intentionally, including spending your healthcare dollars. And one way to be intentional is Christian Healthcare Ministries. CHM isn't insurance. They're a health cost-sharing ministry that's helped hundreds of thousands of families take care of healthcare costs. Go to chministries.org/budget to learn more. chministries.org/budget.
Hey folks, Dave here. If you haven't booked your cabin on the Live Like No One Else cruise, now's the time because it's 90-something% sold out. You do not want to miss joining me, the Ramsey personalities, and amazing guest entertainers for the ultimate debt-free celebration. We'll be sailing the Caribbean March 22nd through the 29th, 2025, stopping at the incredible Turks and Caicos, Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, and the Bahamas. Hurry to secure your spot today at RamseySolutions.com/cruise.
Now the most up-to-date weather forecast here on KFEU.
Clear sailing across our area for the early morning time. Our low settling down to the upper 50s. Unseasonably hot weather Saturday. Highs are sneaking up to the low to even a few mid-90s with a gusty south to southwesterly wind and then another front moving in. We'll see clear conditions Saturday night, a low 50s. We're into the 70s on Sunday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
Are you having a hard time finding the perfect new vehicle? Let our non-commissioned sales professionals help guide you to find the perfect vehicle. Or order one the way you want it and take $1,000 off at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in St. Joseph. Reed Auto Group is values driven.
Fall is here. Time for autumn colors, cool balls, halftime treats, and festive sweets. Whether you're shopping for everyday essentials or seasonal deals, Family Dollar has what you need. Pick up morning staples to start your day, such as Quaker or Life cereal on sale 2 for $5. Or select coffee K-Cups 10 to 12 count boxes for only $6.95. Plus, stock up now on Halloween favorites, like select candy variety bags, buy 2, get 1 free. Only at Family Dollar, helping you do more.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot?